Is it working?
Welcome everybody to the brand new morning Saturday show. I
Yes,
got a few special
welcome.
guests today.
I have guests too on my channel. So the thing that's going on here is, hello everybody. I'm Sycra, and I've got Jet here, and I've got Bob Meatbag, and maybe we'll have another special guest later on. But what's happening is both Jet and I are streaming at the same time. So, sorry, do you want to take over? I kind of interrupted you.
Nerd.
All right. Well, yeah. So we're both streaming at the same time, and what's happening is you can either go to Jet's channel, his new channel, because he's got a new one. It's really good. You should check it out.
Oh, thank you.
It's that one. So if you see the screen, you should see the JettyJet show. That's the one, and you could either watch it there or watch it on the Sycra channel. So yeah, that's what's going on.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean it should be working.
it should be.
Is it?
Well, I'm
All right.
looking at it.
And I'm going to be looking at all the comments, and we'll try not to talk over each other too much.
What the heck?
What's going on, Jet? What's your problem?
Oh, Ned.
All right,
It's not good.
so we have our special guest today, and he's Ricardo Rodriguez. So we've really got a fantastic international panel today. From England is myself, Sycra, and then from China hails Bob Meatbag. From Cambodia is Jet, and all the way from Mexico is Ricardo. So
Mexico,
we got Mexico, Cambodia, China, and
hello everyone,
and England. Hello.
Oh, so
hello.
Oh, shit.
Hola.
Excuse me.
So yeah, you can let us know where you're from as well, and I will be looking at the chat right now. You're seeing fantastic drawings by Bob Meatbag, and yeah. So Ricardo, do you want to? You're somebody that people may not know.
Are you kidding me?
Feel
Everybody
free.
knows me.
That's right.
You didn't know me, but I guess I forgive you for that.
Well, I did know you,
Oh,
and I
crap.
invited you on. So all right. For those who may be living in a cave, who are you, Ricardo?
Well, how does one explain who it is? That's a difficult question. Well, I'm not from Mexico, that's for starters.
Where
I'm
are you?
from Portugal.
Oh,
still sounds
Portugal.
like Mexico to me.
Yeah.
No, that's
Where-
different. Portugal.
Do you know where Portugal is?
Yeah, it's
Let's challenge your geographic
yeah. I know where it is.
knowledge. Where is it?
It's to the left of Spain, right?
Jesus Christ, why does everybody say that? Like, everybody knows Spain, it's always next to Spain. It can't be on the far edge of Europe, it has to be next to Spain. But yeah, I'll take that, yeah.
Well, isn't it surrounded by Spain?
Well, yeah, on the east side.
So on the north side, it's not.
On the north side, too.
Yeah.
you're
So
right.
so the south
On the
is not.
west and the south, it's not. It's the Atlantic.
Yeah. But the Atlantic's not a country, right?
Yeah, I guess not.
So it's kind of surrounded by Spain, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't want to admit it.
It's okay. You know, we all got to learn humility sometime.
Yeah, it's a hard process, though.
It is. Alright, so let me see where everybody's from. And let me give you a chance to talk, Jet, because you're streaming too, so...
I am. Yeah. I'm talking now. Man, I'm a little nervous. I don't even know what's going on. It's crazy. You know what? You know what it is? I just realized that we were recording, I think, like 5 minutes prior to the show starting. I don't even know how it happened. It's crazy. On my show, we were live.
Thank you for that.
I'm glad I wasn't here then.
Can you
it's all right.
edit that?
Oh, I absolutely can.
You can edit that out because that's really unsettling.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We were having fun.
So, if you guys have got suggestions for what you want Bob Meatbag to draw, let us know. And Ricardo, are you going to be drawing today, or are you going to be looking at Jet's chat?
I don't know. Do you want me to draw? Do you want me to look? I don't know.
Well,
okay.
Here's the option that really is that you could either draw, and then we'll look at your screen drawing, or you can pay attention to the chat and Jet's channel because, someone's got to pay attention to the chats, and that's what I'm doing for my own channel. All right, so someone's from Serbia, Yushin7, Serbia, 8 p.m. See, I'm really hoping this is a good time because usually everybody's sleeping or some people are sleeping. It's 1 a.m. for some and 5 a.m. for others. And so I'm really hoping we finally got the time right where it's someone from Sweden, Ireland. Secret Agent Pasta is from Ireland. Excellent. England! Avian Annihilator. Yes. Okay, Keep on Dreaming Dude asks, can one of you draw Mario in some shady street corner selling shrooms to another character? do you want to take...
Are you reading my screen?
Am I reading your screen?
Yeah, that's what they're saying on mine.
So they're on both channels, maybe. I don't know. I'm just reading. No, I'm reading my screen. Are you
really?
Yeah.
Oh no. I think the person probably typed the same thing on the. Keep on dreaming, dude. Keep on dreaming. So you want us to draw some Mario?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Mario's selling shrooms.
Selling shrooms, huh?
Are you streaming, Jet? Because when I look at your screen, it says "Please stand by. We're experiencing technical difficulties."
Really?
Yeah.
No, I think it's streaming now.
Yeah, it's streaming. It is kind of
I'm
weird.
looking at it. I'm looking at it right now.
On my channel? Can you?
Yeah.
Yeah, guys. Let's just let them know what's going on. This is the first time we're like doing double streams, and what's going on is I'm taking his sound, pulling it through my computer, and then shooting it back out to you guys, and I'm recording my desktop while he streams. So I'm recording his stream. It's like holding a recorder to like a radio and recording just the sounds from the radio to the recorder instead of from tape to tape. You know what I mean? It's like the indirect recording.
Yeah.
So it's our first time, so we're trying to figure it out. So hang in there.
Oh, we got Germans here. We got people from Southeast USA. Excellent.
Yeah. If you guys on my channel can please let me know, like, can you guys see? I mean, can you guys hear? Just let me know. You guys can hear both of us.
I'm hearing twice. I'm hearing two different things at the same time.
Man, well, I'm trying to figure this out then, because if I'm okay, I can screen capture the Google Hangout, but then if I do that, then I won't be able to draw. So I'm trying to figure out what to do. What should we do?
Right. So Bob, are you gonna do the Mario or just...
Oh yeah, I want to do the Mario just as soon as I finish this one up.
Okay.
Oh, there's someone from Portugal.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah. And he has the same name that I do, the last same name.
Oh.
Maybe we're distant cousins or something.
Who could it be?
Eduardo Rodrigues.
Oh.
Ricardo Rodriguez.
Denmark, New Zealand. I know who's from New Zealand, and it's 8 a.m. Amiro. The third Liber kind. Denmark here, Sycra, would you do a 30-second critique of one of my concept artworks? I can send you a link. All right. Yeah, if it's 30 seconds, I suppose that's all right.
Why does Sycra does not have his chat box? Someone asked.
All right, I'll put it up. Okay, can you see?
Sycra does not have this chat box because he's doing his stream through Google Hangout.
Google, that's right.
Yeah, and the thing about Google Hangout is that you can actually, you have to have like a separate box, and well, tell us about Google Hangout, Sycra.
Google Hangout is something that Google made so we can all hang out.
Yeah, and I'm streaming directly through YouTube. And there's the plus about the Google Hangout is that you can show your screens, and you can be in a group setting. Whereas in YouTube, there's none of that. So,
yeah.
Draw Solaire.
There's
Someone asked.
Who's Solaire?
I have no idea.
Okay. Greetings from Brazil. Hello. Hello. Sammy Fiction, it's 11 PM here. Where is here? Thanks for making these videos, you help me a lot. I'm glad. Alright. Okay. So, you're doing Mario, and what's Jet up to?
Don't worry about me for right now. I have to figure this out. I don't know which screen to draw on.
Right. Yeah, it can be confusing.
So if you guys get bored of my channel, just hop on over to Sycra's. This is the first time kind of deal. And give me your link, Sycra, and I'll just give him.
Do you guys want me to share the chat box from Jet? Should I do that, like you're doing with yours?
Sure. I don't know.
What am I talking about? I have the link. I have the link. Okay, yeah, thanks. Okay, and I'm just gonna leave this right here for you guys on my channel, so you guys can hop over. Okay, right.
Unfortunately, in mine, it's not auto-updating.
Well, we got some people from Chicago. Draw Solitaire. Did you see that? Anybody see Draw Solitaire on your channel?
What is Draw Solitaire?
I'm just trying to figure out whether or not we have people writing the same thing in both chats. It says here, Jetty's channel is the chat, and Sycra has the live drawing. I'm from Portugal. The stream keeps lagging for me. England! I can hear the stream just fine. Good. Thank you, Griffon. Why does Sycra not have this chat bot from England? Hi. Oh, a lot of people from England.
What does it mean? Why don't I have the chat box?
Maybe they do.
Because I'm having trouble with my thing. It's not auto-updating. Before it would always update, and on yours it is, but on mine it's not.
Oh, I'm permanently stuck like 5 minutes behind the live time. Going to have to switch to Sycra Stream. No chat for me. Oh. Yeah, I think they're lagging like. So you're not getting any new messages.
I'm not getting it auto-updating. That's what it is.
everyone's our guinea pigs.
All right, I think I'm going to leave, and I think I'm going to bring in your mum. Is that all right, Jet?
Yeah, bring in my mum. She's good. Mama.
All right. What do you want, Jet?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you stream for my friend?
Okay.
Are you leaving?
Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm not seeing the comment. There's no comment. What the hell? What the hell is with this no comment? Oh, they mean Solaire from Dark Soul. Wait, what one is Dark Soul? You have a Dark Soul. They have a Dark Soul. If you have a dark soul, it means you need to go back to church and pray for your soul. That way, it won't be so dark. Is 2013 in Germany already tired? It's 2013. You are already last year. It's 2014 here. Germany, you are so far in the past. What the hell?
Look, it's Mario.
Someone from Finland too, and somebody's. Wow, it's really messy.
Yeah.
11 p.m. in Georgia, tiny country Georgia near Russia. Oh.
Oh,
It's okay.
Design. They said if I did a hangout, we actually thought of that. If I did a hangout, I won't be able to join the hangout, their hangout, and that's the problem. Yeah.
If you do the hangout, they can join. What? Why?
If I do the hangout,
Why they can why that one?
Cause that not the good one.
Which one is the good one? You should look at only
The
at the
good
good
one
one.
is the one where I put away YouTube. I think, possibly. Let's see.
I don't know. I think Keza Design he is the troublemaker one.
Oh, Kazan Design.
Oh, that Mario.
No, he's not a troublemaker. He's a good guy.
Do you have more suggestion in the comment? I don't know why this comment is not working for me. Why you don't work, you stupid comment?
Holy shit.
Also, if you have that one, the art question, then give me the art question. I can answer because you know I study art for a long time. I never paint, but I watch people who do paint. And when I use my eyes and watch them, I also learn. That's why it's the good to also watch. You know I'm smart. I'm also a smart lady, and I can learn many ways. I don't have to paint.
You guys hearing this? This is gold. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Oh man.
Okay, Keza Design. The chat box is what you get with YouTube stream. I have no idea if you can enable it with Hangout. Oh, that one. Yeah. I seen that one, but you know, I don't like to use it because it's too complicated for me.
Too complicated.
Too complicated. It's much hard. It's hard for me because I don't. English is not my first language, so it's hard to use the extra thing in the Google chat.
They're not commenting about your. I guess they don't notice the Asian lady. Oh man.
If they comment on me, I already know what's the comment. It's going to be, you sound like the angel. You are beautiful. So what? So I'm beautiful? Okay. I sound like an angel. Okay. I heard it already. What? Tell me something new, right?
Tell me something news.
Yeah, tell me some new.
Jet, somebody said for you to draw the Goku eating a load of food.
Oh, Goku eating a lot of food. Is that what they said?
Yeah, they said it on your.
So, Jet will draw Goku eating lots of food.
Possibly. Because my stream is really lagging. Yours is not lagging? Mr. Mr. Bobmeatbag?
Not that I know of.
I'm like streaming YouTube as well.
That's a good one. I really like Bob Meatbag's picture. It's very commentary on society.
Yes, it is.
Ricardo, you have something to tell us?
I want to be mean, but I guess it looks like Stimpy disguised as Mario.
I have no idea who Stinkfeet is, but I'm going to assume he's from
Stimpy.
Stimpy.
Don't you know
Ren
Stimpy
and
from Ren and
Stimpy.
Red. Oh yeah, I remember that guy.
So are you getting any more comments?
I'm getting a comment. Somebody is saying, draw Goku Ninja Lobster 13. Draw Goku stuffing his face with food, but you are already drawing that. So okay, that's the not good one. Okay, let's see if there is some art question. Elsa in your own style, or Anna. Who is Anna? You mean Anna Chen? Anna Chen, I know her. She is my neighbor.
We got a serious question here. Someone wants to answer. Is it okay to take a break from drawing if you are frustrated with drawing?
I think so. I think that's a good one.
No, it's not okay. You have to keep drawing.
Till your fingers bleed.
No pain, no gain.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Just take a break.
You should actually do that from time to time.
Yeah.
My husband, he draws, and he is always taking a break every 15 minutes. And I tell him, you are not going to make any money. All you do is take a break. Why you not work? The kids needs food. They need money for the university, and you are just take a break. What? Have a Kit Kat? Okay. So we will just be homeless, and you can eat your Kit Kat. You don't care.
Don't care.
Okay, Secret Agent Pasta. That's a funny name. I can draw faces pretty well, but when I try to draw poses, they come out looking stiff and wrong. Any tip? Oh my God! I will give you a tip right now. Not even the tip, the whole thing. Okay. So
that's amazing.
I will.
Sycra's crazy.
It is amazing, but I think I need to let my husband, he can do the drawing and explain, because for me, I don't know art so well.
It's okay. Bring your husband.
I will just go and
okay, bye.
he come.
Okay.
All right. So.
Wow, where'd you go, Sycra, man?
I don't know. Okay, so this now will be serious. So you want to know how to make your things not stiff. This is something I actually wanted to cover, so that's good. The first thing is to always start with a big gesture. So by big gesture, I mean like this is a big gesture. I don't know. Okay, I got to put it in context. So think about like a stick man, and they're doing a big gesture, and look for the big gesture. So let's say someone's hunched over. So the big gesture is going to be like hunched over. Okay, we got hunched over. And where's the head? This is extremely laggy, but let's say the head's there, and I don't know what's maybe like, okay, you got the legs. And then, okay, so once you've got that, and I try and make the arms and legs just one shape. Like I don't add elbow joints or knees. I just like simplify it. I'm sorry, this is really laggy, so it's very difficult to draw, but now I know how Jet feels.
Laggy. It's really, I got 3 things running, 4 or 5.
But yeah, so that's how you, I mean, that's not going to look very good, but that's how you get the life, the energy is, let's say, okay, so let's say this is my pose. And you see how I did it just with like a gesture? And so the head's here. Then what I would do, so even if you're doing this traditionally, you can totally do this. You can make it so you start with light lines, and then on top of that, then you break out the forms. So it's like, okay, then you get, the figure.
It's not that light. Good.
Yeah. And then you maintain the energy. So that's how I go about doing it.
Ooh. How fast he did that.
Alright, so let's
Sycra's a genius.
I'm not a genius.
You're not liking that bad. Maybe you can draw, and then I'll go over the questions and stuff. And also
Okay.
Ricardo. Yeah.
No, I'm lagging pretty bad, dude.
Oh.
Okay.
Want to see my circles? We can draw circles on my channel.
Is it better to use guidelines when practicing or teach yourself to draw without them? There's another one.
I think it's a good idea.
What was the
I
question?
mean, I
Yeah,
did.
it's
Is it better to use guidelines or to not?
teach yourself to draw without them.
It's absolutely good to use guidelines. I'm like a big advocate of guidelines. I use a lot of construction guidelines and stuff.
Yes.
And it does tend to look stiff sometimes. That's one of the things about guidelines, but it starts you off in the right directions. So once you get the hang of the proportions and stuff, and you kind of know things intuitively, you can just throw away the guidelines and go more direct, and then jump back and forth. But definitely start with guidelines for anyone. I mean, for example, if you were to draw a face, you wanted to find the eyes, you can either eyeball it, or you can draw the center of the face. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to try it with this. I think this is an easy kind of demo I can do inside the super light.
Okay.
Yeah. So if I were to draw the eyeball, if I can see my layers. Where is it at? Oh, there it is. There. Where is it at? So I got these scratchy Goku drawings, and Sycra, you can't see this, can you?
No, I can. I can see it.
I'm gonna draw Mr. Potato Head.
Your Gokus look really good.
I can't see it.
Thanks, but all right. So if I were to draw the eyes, I can either just draw the eyes straight on, which is a talent, and it's as a skill, a developed skill, to be able to see it. But if you have trouble with finding the positioning, just draw the guideline, and then you can find it, and you can find the center. And also, if you want to figure out the direction of the face, so if I were to draw the more potato heads, I can either, if I wanted to make them look left, I can draw the guideline like this to kind of show us the direction in his look, his gaze. He's looking that way. So yeah, guidelines is a great way to start, and it also keeps things balanced. Do you have anything to add, Mr. Ricardo or Sycra?
No, that's the good one.
Oh, that's the good one.
That's the good one.
That's the good one. Oh shit, I'm back.
Okay, you guys take over. I have to.
I don't know who to pick. Okay. All right. Let's.
Okay, dokie.
Do you need another prompt, right?
Yep. Gonna need another prompt.
Okay. This is you guys talk about something because I'm looking for a prompt right now because my chat's not updating properly.
Somebody's asking who's painting Mario, and it's the guy from Portugal.
Oh, it is no.
Yeah.
It's Bob Meatbag.
Bob Meatbag, the man.
No, man, this is all Ricardo.
That's an amazing picture. I can't believe you came up with that in the short amount of time we've had.
What I missed?
Complimenting Bob.
Oh, Bob, you're amazing, Bob.
No.
You are our savior, dude.
Savior? Ain't no thing as savior.
Oh yeah, you are. What are we looking? Oh, look at that, Mario! Oh,
I know,
wow.
right? It's amazing.
Amazing.
Okay. Avian Annihilator says to draw birds doing people things.
People things. People things. What do birds do that people do?
Diogru, have you thought about interviewing or doing a collab with Cynic's Design, Sycra? Yeah, I would love to do a collab with Cynic's. He is a cool guy, and I love his channel, and I would love to talk to him or whatever. Yeah. I gotta see if I can make that happen, but yeah.
I would like to see a bird shaving its feathers. Like
Oh!
shaving on the
That's
mirror or
cool.
something.
I was thinking about a bird using the toilet, but yeah, that's cool. I like that. Shaving his feathers, huh?
Okay. We can do that.
Is it bad to use the grid method for accurate drawings? Ninja Robster asks.
Accurate drawings. I think that's the whole point of using a grid, is to keep things looking accurate.
Yeah, I think the grid method definitely has its.
Oh, the grid method. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can I just say something?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Somebody said on Jet channel, Jet, the streaming is lagging really bad. At the moment on your stream, the suggestion of Mario just came up, which was about 20 minutes ago.
No. Wow. I don't think. No, that's not the case. I saw it a long time ago. I think the.
Yeah, because the comment on the Mario.
No, but the comments are iffy because sometimes comments come like in weird ways. You get old comments when you refresh it.
Well, at least on my screen, it says it's just 9 minutes. From
Ricardo, can you see when you look at my channel? Do you have it open?
Do I have what?
Do you have my channel open on your screen as well?
On YouTube, yeah, I'm seeing.
Yeah, does the comments, do they appear like automatically?
The last one I have is a guy saying he's from Hawaii.
That's the same with me.
13 minutes ago.
Shoot.
13 minutes ago.
I don't know.
Maybe my thing was a failed attempt.
I can get out and come back in to see if it refreshes or something.
Igor Nowicki asks, or says, "Hi there, glad to be here. Right away I have a question. Right away, just like that."
Yeah.
The thing is, I have really small tablets, so little strokes I'm doing on it are twice as bigger on the screen since active area is stretched to fit the screen. So the question is, if I will develop bad habits if I work on it for too long, since hand motions when working on this tablet are different from working on paper. I mean, for me, I don't think I developed bad habits in terms of working on the tablet. I just got wrist pains from working on a small tablet, that's all. Because it's very difficult to use your elbow and your shoulder movements, and those are so vital.
Yeah, Sycra, your channel is like 30 seconds lag. It's not that much.
Okay, so 30-second lag, that's good. Yeah, mine's people are saying it's 20 minutes delay. So I'm going to close out mine, I think, yeah.
You just want everyone on Jets is going to come to mine?
Everybody, like a tsunami, attack Sycra's channel, and I think, yeah, let me just close out mine. And there's no point, really, because it's really laggy.
Oh, I think I just came up on yours.
Hmm? Oh, you just?
Yeah. I saw myself unmuted. Unmuted myself, so.
How long ago was that?
It was a long time. It was like 20 minutes ago.
What?
Yeah, I'm.
Okay, I guess. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's insane.
Alright.
Oh, and somebody saying they got audio from the both streams. They're hearing both streams at different times.
It's gonna drive them insane.
Yeah.
Everyone, I pasted the link to my description.
Come on down.
Yeah, that's not gonna help. They're not gonna. Oh, they will listen to it on Sycra's stream, but not on yours.
I'm typing it. Let's see this.
It was a good try, you know.
Yeah,
You gotta try. You will never know unless you try.
Hey, come on.
Hey, come on! What?
Hey.
What do you expect? That's like kind of Indian though. Why you have a little bit of Indian in there? Why? You know what's funny, Bob? When you do that bird, actually, you know, it's shaving its neck. Well, something I saw actually is the slaughter of chickens. They actually pluck the feathers from the neck and then slice the throat like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is very reminiscent of real life.
I know, right?
Art reflects life. It's very
They want to find the chat box for the Google Hangout. That's the thing that people want. So is that the link you gave me for the chat box?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
How do they get to your chat box if they want to chat?
Why do they want to chat with what?
They want to chat with Mr.
I don't understand that box. Oh, click
your
the is that it?
Sycra turned into a robot.
I'm an robot now.
You turned into a robot, man. Okay.
You're doing the robot.
You're doing the robot, man. You're like, you sound like a shaver. You sound like the razor that the bird's using. Say something, Sycra. Yeah, you're a robot. You're a robot. It's okay. It's okay.
We got a cyborg here. It's Judgment Day, just like Sarah Connor foretold. I told you, people. I told you Skynet was gonna come. What'd you do? You never listened, did you? Well, shame on you.
That's what they did. They propped up Sycra. Sycra is such a good man too. Sucks that he had to be a robot.
Oh, it's because everyone came on my stream all at once? Is that why? Because I got like a flood of... I am a robot. I am embracing my robot nature. Stop making fun of Indians!
Stop making fun of robots! They don't sound like that.
I can't do it!
Yeah, I don't see any more comments on your.
Oh, I see them. Some Vetrisleven Ninja Robs. Could you draw a guy in a super slick suit but with the head of an animal? Maybe after this one. Delafashed. I missed Jet's live show last night, unfortunately, but glad I could be here for this one. Oh, we're glad you could be here too.
Okay. We can set up like a chat in a separate area, and then they can just chat other like your YouTube, I mean your Facebook, or if you don't have the how are they chatting with you guys on your Google Hangout?
I'm just I'm not. They're just leaving comments, and I'm just having to refresh the page every single time.
Oh, they're leaving comments where?
On my channel.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right.
I can't find inspiration to draw. What should I do?
Maybe look at art. Sometimes that works.
Yes.
For me, that usually works. I just look at other people's art, and then I get inspired.
Wow, this is a cool. Draw a lollipop eating a senile man.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Wow, Bob, dude, come on.
I know. He doesn't stop. He's just amazing.
God damn you.
There's like this one part of your drawing that's like really bothering me, but it's just a tiny thing. It's just the mirror line going through the bird's arm, so it breaks that illusion of depth.
Ah, okay. I'll take care of it.
Thanks. Okay. Pixel KH. Do you have some advice on my figure drawings? Let's see.
Oh, well, I'll look at it too. Can I?
You can. Okay. Your figure drawings look pretty good. Let's see, in terms of advice. I mean, I like what you're doing in terms of defining the planes. And the gestures seem nice. And maybe the perspective is a bit, like, this one's good, the one sitting on the box, but for this one it's not really, like, you don't feel them sitting. This one, like, some of these, like this one as well, it's a bit floaty. I would remember that you've got skin, and when the skin touches the ground, it sort of flattens out. This one's very nice. Yeah, you're doing good. I don't know. Do you have any comments?
No, I liked it for they're good gestures.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Keep
They're
doing
good
it.
Figures.
Yeah, absolutely. Those are very strong. Lovely. Again, you guys, on my channel, I still see like a couple people with like 20.
Oh,
There's
there's more. There's more.
Yeah. You guys hop over to Sycra's channel. I got the link right there pasted. Go to Sycra's channel, and then we'll get it started. I think let's do some art critiques. How about that? I think that would work.
You wanna go to the forum? Do some art critiques from the forum, or
Sure.
do critiques from live here?
If you guys have any, if you guys have like a DeviantArt or something like that, and you want us to review it, just post your name, and I'll go search it up for you.
Wow.
Yeah. And then we can also go to the forum. Let's go to the forum in the meantime. But so you go ahead, Sycra, and I guess you can dig that up there. And it says here, somebody says, Jetty, can you help me? I have a hard time making sharp edges when I paint. I think that's a really good kind of concern, because that's really difficult for a lot of people, and for me as well. And to create the illusion of sharp edges is really having the contrast of soft edges around it, and I think that's the way you can try to push it. If you have blurry edges, if I can only demonstrate that. Let's see. All right, so guys, please go to Sycra's channel and ask these questions. I'm gonna close this out right now. All right, thanks so much for joining this crazy stream of mine. I'm closing it out. Oh, and then I'm gonna see if I can try to demonstrate that the hard to soft edge thing.
All right. Should I wait for you, or
No, go ahead.
Start
Go
talking.
ahead. I'm gonna get my canvas set up. You go ahead. Do your thing. Yeah.
Okay, Miami45. Normally use Psy, but I want to try to use Photoshop again. I still have no idea how to do anything on the program, though. Do you have a video for how to use Photoshop, or do you plan on making one? Yeah, I got tons of videos on how to use Photoshop. And also on Pencil Kings, there's like a really in-depth tutorial on how to use Photoshop. And the links for that are in my description box of any of my videos, and so are the tools. Oh, real quick before I forget, for people who sometimes are, like, if you're watching this in the future and you want to know how to catch these streams, I announce them on Twitter and also my Facebook fan page. And again, the links are always in the description box of my videos, so please check those out. And where do you announce them, Jet?
I announce all my streams on my Art of JettyJet Facebook page, as well as my, well, not so much my Twitter, but for my streams, I usually announce it on my YouTube page. Actually, there's an announcement feature, and I just post probably 30 minutes before I do the stream. So it's really random. I don't have a specific like schedule form or live stream, so you kind of just have to catch the rare Pokemon as it appears in the grass. Just gotta catch it. But
Cool.
yeah, maybe we'll get a regular show up someday.
Right. Do you want another prompt, Bob?
Yep.
Just
there's one here.
shoot it.
Oh, you got one, Ricardo?
I want. Oh, it moved. Sorry.
Yeah, they do that.
I wonder what Pokemon would look like in Bob's art style. Maybe like a dogfight scenario of Pokemon. Dogfight of Pokemons. Poke dogfight.
A poke what?
A Pokemon fighting
Oh, Pokemon fight. Oh, I do not.
in your style.
In your style.
I think that's gonna be. You might regret it. You might regret it.
I can search for another one if you want. If you'd like.
No, I'm just like okay, so because I don't draw Pokemon very often, so I'm trying to think of which Pokemon I would go with. Because I know there are a few, but.
There's also 669 Butterflies. Draw an overweight retired Lara Croft sitting with an old assassin from Assassin's Creed in an old people's home.
I'm not familiar with any of those characters.
You know
except
Lara Croft?
like I know Lara Croft, but I have not drawn her at all. But I know some characters from Assassin's Creed. I'm gonna pick one of them. Just give me a second.
There's also, can you draw a gang of tuna with ninja weapons versus a super strong lion?
Whoa! I like that.
Done those before. Let me think of something.
Okay. If you want to cover one, I can do, I guess, the tuna one. Let's see if I can get the stream to work right.
Aren't you doing the hard brush thing?
No, I am.
And you also have to do your critiques, because you got a lot of stuff going on, Jet.
I do have a lot of stuff. Where's the critiques? All right.
They're posting critiques. They're posting critiques.
They're posting critiques.
Okay, I'm gonna put one on the screen. I'm gonna put it on the screen right now, and this is half monochromy. And I'd like critique on this drawing. I want to use it for an art book, but something is missing. How can I improve it? Okay, so let me switch to my screen. Do you see it? Just see it, Jet. Do you see it, Ricardo?
I do see it.
I'm seeing it.
I like it.
That's lovely.
I like it.
It's really
I
strong.
like it too.
What I'm feeling though is it's too cramped on the right side. Like you've got this black creature and you've got her. I mean, I feel like if you moved her more to the we need a bit more space, just a bit more. Because I don't know, that's just my feeling. I feel there's not enough negative space.
So just composition then.
I mean, yeah, composition. That's
yeah.
And it does look like you're filling in the space with these flower thingies, but still, the flowers are actually sort of making it crowded as well. So I mean, if you moved her more to the left and maybe brought the flowers more down in like that kind of bottom left corner thing, maybe that I don't know. That's just my thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But overall, it's really strong. You understand your anatomy, understand all the facial kind of proportions and stuff. Super good.
It's good.
Keep going. Keep going.
That's good. Keep going.
The best advice.
Keep going it. Keep doing it. Don't. Why are you stopping? Keep going. More. Yeah, because there's people just posting their name, DeviantArt, and that's kind of hard because then you have to like copy the name and paste it. And, you can post links in here, guys? I think you can post links. What you drawing, Bob?
I am looking up reference, so I know what I know what I'm gonna do. But
Okay.
Reference.
I'll watch Jet screen for a while.
Yeah, it's a brown potato head, man.
What you be doing, Jet?
Well, I'm trying to draw like hard and soft edges.
How are you finding that?
Lag's gonna make that difficult.
Yeah. Very difficult.
Another way to get really quick and cheap hard edges is to use like masks or like the lasso tool. It just gives you ultra crisp edges. I mean, that's what I do for my style.
Good advice. So yeah, you can use your lasso and then you just delete it, right? Is that what you're saying?
Well, what I do is I use the
delete it,
lasso, and then I use the lasso to go around the whole silhouette, and then I fill that, and then I make a layer that is clipped down to that, so when you paint, it will not affect outside of that sharp silhouette, if you know what I mean.
Right on.
So you can actually be really, really messy, but it will still maintain that sharp edge, so it will still look clean, even though it's messy, because the outer shape is fixed.
I keep getting this message. Oh, I got both screens. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Ta-da!
Yay! Dio Guru says.
Okay. Nope.
Oh, okay.
No,
I was just
no,
gonna
no,
say
no.
what. Okay, you know, I might actually prefer the drawings Jeff does on streams over the drawings he does in a lot of his videos.
Oh,
Thanks, Dio Guru.
that's
You're-
hurtful.
You're
That's
a
hurtful.
real nice person. You could have just
That's
stopped there. I really
hurtful.
I like Jeff's drawings on the streams. They're fantastic.
Well, now I know what to do for the rest of my life.
We're both doing Southern accents now.
Oh no,
All right.
that ain't good.
Now we're here. Might as well continue. Tim Hansen. I also have another problem. I have it hard drawing creatures from mind. Is there 3/4 or other angles? How the eyes should be placed, mouth, ears, torso, etc. Well, that problem is a lack of knowledge, and what you need to do is educate yourself. Well, that doesn't sound too nice. So
Not from the southern guy.
in a more friendly way.
Just change the accent.
Okay.
There ain't nothing more friendly than a southern accent.
All right.
Big
So
bump stop,
yeah, really, Tim, it is hard to do things from 3/4 or other angles, but yeah, you really need to be able to understand the figure in 3 dimensions. So what helped me a lot was doing self-portraits, and I start by doing a front view, and then I like turn my head a little bit, and I do the self-portrait again. And you can use 1 or 2 mirrors. 2 mirrors is good for getting like hard to reach angles, or even 3 mirrors. You set the mirrors in front of you, and you can angle 2 of them, and they will reflect in a way that you can see like the side view and stuff. Anyway, so yeah, I did that, and then I just kept doing the face from different angles, and then you start to build a 3D shape in your head. People who do 3D or who model, who sculpt, I mean, they can also get a better sense of things in 3 dimensions. But yeah, it is difficult if you're only, not seeing the thing in 3 dimensions in your mind, and that takes a lot of work and practice. But you can do it. Anatomy.
All right, so solution for hard edges, you guys. This is like a 2-hour demo for such a simple kind of question. Last I'll let you guys. I would do like a painterly kind of explanation where that's probably what you're trying to ask about. How to paint like hard stuff, right? Like lost and found. Do you know what I mean, Sycra?
Yeah, I know exactly
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah, that's something really difficult to achieve by anyone, I think, and it takes years and years of practice to get to that level. But if you just want to look for a quick fix and you just want hard edges everywhere, and that's what you want.
Well, it's very easy to go from it's really easy to go from hard edges to soft edges, right? Because if you have that, you can easily use a soft brush on one of the edges, or even smudge the edge, and then it'll be fine.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Yeah, there you go. See, now you got edge variety.
So. There we go.
Okay, so Cherry Chan is looking for some anatomy help, and thank you for posting the link. And if you could post the link, that would be really helpful to just a thing rather than like, please look at my DeviantArt and review my stuff, because that's kind of first of all, there's no link, and then second of all, it's kind of hard to see which piece you want help with. So this is Cherry Chan's picture, and she said she needs, I'm assuming it's a she, needs anatomy help. So, yeah.
I just gotta read one comment. Where is Sycra and who is that guy with the angelical voice?
I'm here.
You got
I'm lost in my mind. Yeah, so Cherry, I do see anatomy issues for sure, and I mean you're gonna need to be doing a lot of drawings. Right now you're doing this kind of silhouette thing, and it's cool. It's a nice idea, but I would definitely be practicing anatomy a lot, looking at books or looking at reference. Life drawing kind of helps too, because I mean I can point out some things, you know, like the shoulder connection's a bit odd. Probably see more of it like that. It's a little bit of a hard connection. I'm not really sure what's going on in the back, if they're wearing like a hoodie or if this is more of the anatomy. Maybe it is the shoulder, the back shoulder, but it's a bit confusing. But it's very hard to look at this to say, you know, exactly what you should be working on, because it's this silhouette and it's like spacey, and it's a finished piece as well, you know.
Yeah.
You might want to practice with practice pieces, and then show your practice pieces.
I guess that's good for like graphic design.
Yeah, yeah.
That's good for graphic design, you guys.
Absolutely, but it's something like, because you're specifically saying you want help with anatomy, and it might be better if you show bigger drawings or things like that.
Because with silhouettes, there's a lot of information that you can get away with. You can make things look pretty distorted and wonky, and it'll still read like what you're trying to make it to be, and that's the great thing about silhouettes. But if you were to break it down, you would start to realize that there's a lot of anatomical problems and stuff.
Yeah.
So there's yeah.
Tips for practicing perspective.
Ooh. I keep recommending the Marshall Vandruff videos.
Yeah, that would be my recommendation too.
They're so good. Miss Pikai has a really funny question. Hey, can I ask a question? It's just about a thing I don't understand. What is that thing you say after Sycra, Sycra? You always say it in your intros, but I don't understand what it means. It's my last name. I say, hey everyone. What do I say?
Sycra Yasin here.
Oh yeah. Hey everyone, Sycra Yasin here. Okay, so hey everyone, Sycra Yasin. So Sycra is the first name and Yasin is the last name. I mean, I've seen so many weird things as well. So you're not the only one who's wondering that, but that's hilarious. Is Ricardo the guest on the show? I haven't heard him talk in a while. Yeah,
I'm reading the comments. I'm here.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Doesn't the Portuguese accent sound like the Russian accent?
Well, maybe. To Americans, it does. Apparently, for Americans, we are all Russian in Portugal.
I'm an
But no, it really doesn't.
Oh, now do the Italian. Do the Italian.
I can't do the Italian. Or you want the Rodrigo? I mean Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Stasera, bambini.
Oh.
Paterasi. Tutti frutti, bambini.
Now tell them what that means.
It's just random words.
It's random sounds.
They've all been trolled.
Okay.
Oh, great. Awesome. We can see the...
Okay, the Optimism cover-up says, this is my 2013 progress. Am I heading in the right direction? Let's see. So it's getting older as we go down? Okay, so this is the old stuff. And yeah, it's getting better.
Oh.
I would say it's getting better, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep going, Ellie. You can do stuff.
Get going.
Alright.
You know, it's like when you're swimming, and there are like a couple islands, and they're all checkpoints, right? And you're drawing.
Yeah.
And there's like 100 different checkpoints.
Yeah.
You stop at one island, and then you're like asking, you know, like, how am I doing? Well, get back in the water. Keep going.
You got a long way to go.
You know, that's really how it is. I mean,
you started madness, by the way, Jet, by saying, "Oh, post all your critiques." Because so many. Like really, dude, it's all your fault.
Okay, guys, pause on that. Hang on. Hold on. Where are you? This is all on your channel. I just got. Oh, okay, great.
Anyway, so
we'll hit them all at it. We'll get them. We'll get them all.
Speaking of that island thing, okay, for me, it's been like so many years since I've been drawing. Let's say 15 years of serious drawing. I'm finally happy with my work. Like now, recently, the last month or so, I've finally reached the point where it's like, oh. I mean, it's not like my work is great, but it's like, I don't hate it. I don't hate it anymore. I look at it and it's like, yeah, it's okay. It's a representative of me, and I had to change my style.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then later on, in 10 years, you're going to look back and be like, dang, I was on that island. I was on that.
No, because there's only one other time I really had fun drawing and painting.
Yeah.
Really? Then why'd you become an artist? Because I had self-esteem issues. What's wrong with you? Anyway, and I really had fun doing caricature, but the difference between caricatures, I had so much fun when I would paint caricatures, but then I'd look at them and it's like, I don't want to be a caricature artist. I was sort of against myself. Anyway.
Yeah. And like, for me, in that same kind of story situation was, I've been doing freelance for about a year and a half or 2 years now, and like, my work started to feel really stiff, and just, I don't know, you know, doing a lot of work for other people, which is fine, but, you know, after a while, you kind of do it for work. And then I met these guys, and then we started doing studies, and then I'm like, wow, it's such a breath of fresh air, such a relief. And then now my drawings are not as stiff. Yeah.
Yeah, if you can find some people to work with, set aside like an hour every day, it really helps.
Yeah.
All right, let me look at some more.
Oh, here's a comment somebody said. Here, there are digital draw artists just starting off with a pen, and here's his work here. Okay. This is his drawing. You guys can see my screen. Yep. He's asking how am I doing. This is one of his first pieces.
Man, I'm just gonna say this thing that I always tell people when they do their first pieces. It's okay. You can share it because I get it. You want people to encourage you, and that's fine. But when you're asking for critiques, show like your later ones, because all your first images, all the problems you have, almost all, not all of them, but most of them, you will solve yourself just through practice. So when you ask someone like, can you help me? It's like, yeah, of course we can help you. We can tell you everything that's wrong, but you would have figured it out anyway. And if you figure it out yourself, you're going to learn it much better. So, I don't know. I'm sorry for interrupting.
No, that's a good point. But definitely you're playing around with your Wacom. Get your feels in. Yeah, you're playing with values and shapes. So keep going. Get back in the water.
More mileage. More mileage.
More mileage, right?
All right. Can you critique this? Oh, it's from my forum, so I'm gonna have to. I'ma have to. I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. Some tips. Okay, so.
What's the name? Do you know the name?
The name of the person is Hjaglogjiska.
Okay.
Hjaglogjiska.
I know who that is. I've seen it. Yeah.
You wanna take it, Ricardo?
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Ricardo is Wave Loop on my forums, and he's a big dude on my forums, and I really like him.
He's a huge man, you guys. If you guys don't know who he is,
Come on.
He's 8 feet tall.
And
he blocks stuff on.
It's an environment, dude. Yeah.
Oh, you're not good with environments?
Well,
I'm not good with environments either. But what's really striking me is just that the lack of color harmony in this piece.
Well, yeah.
You've got those really intense oranges, but they don't really match the sky. And then you could say, like, well, but the sky's really dark in one area, and then it's like, well, then why isn't the back of the tree really dark, you know? So I made a video called How to Choose Colors That Work. Maybe look at that one. I don't know if that might help, but also, yeah, just overall the colors. And if there is this warm light, let's say there's a warm light coming off this, and it's lighting up the side of the tree and all that. Well, it's gonna light up this light in the clouds. Like you would assume, actually, the clouds, because it's you see clouds in sunset, right? They take on the yellows and the reds from the sun. Mm-hmm. So that would be happening here, even if the area behind is, like, maybe the shadow's not getting that color, and it gets darker or whatever, but definitely. Yeah, so that's my big issue. I mean, the idea is nice. It's this tree in a desert. It's like an oasis or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and for me, I think it's stunning. It's very pretty. It's awesome, but for what it is, you know what I mean? You can hang that up, but if you're trying to go for more like expressing kind of like reality, you know, a sense of reality, like how light works, how form works, because some of the forms look kind of flat, like the tree itself looks a bit flat, and yeah, it doesn't look like it's wrapping around the form. It looks. Why can't I see it anymore? But as like I said, as with what it is, it reminds me of more like a fine arts type of piece, and it's strong in that sense. Very expressive, but definitely if it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice work, Hugla. I'm sorry I butcher your name. I'm sorry.
Chuglach.
No Portuguese accent. E.R. Fleming says Portuguese accents sound like Hispanic accents. I know this because I work in a theme park.
No,
he's Portuguese. He's like not even from a theme park. He's from Portugal.
He's not even from a theme park.
I'm laughing at Jeff. I love him, man. He's like super quiet.
So quiet.
Just when you least expect it.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Jeff, why don't you give us your input on the
Sorry, I'm here
on the painting?
It's gone now. The painting is gone. We're on to...
Jeff has great input. Let us hear it.
I missed the whole thing.
Dude, you forgot the cue. The cue, man.
You were supposed to say.
What? What?
He's drunk. He can't pay attention. It's okay.
I'm sorry. My mind is somewhere else.
Just go blah 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 blah.
All
right. There we go. Because we know Jeff's always drawing, and if he needs to answer a question, it'd just be.
Yeah.
You can interpret that however you will. However. Oh, here's a drawing. Here is a drawing. by Kelly Schold.
It's
Right
pronounced chutzpah. Chutzpah.
Chutzpah?
Okay.
Alright. Alright. Oh.
That's a nice picture. I like the character design a lot. There's very interesting pants.
Wow, you're watching us? We should be watching you. Yeah, definitely nice. Do you want to say something? I can start.
You go ahead, Jet.
Yeah, your anatomy is really cool right here. All the torso, the muscles, really nice rhythm. Oh, very very strong. But look out for this arm. It looks like it's kind of bending. This bone here seems like it's bending. And if I were to put my elbow up, let me look at myself real quick.
It bends a little bit.
Yeah. And I feel it does bend a little bit, but I feel this elbow may be a bit too high. I just feel.
Yeah.
And it's kind of warping into that direction. So that's the only thing that's really catching my eye. I would have to draw over it in order to fix it, but other than that, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And she seems a little bit off balance, like her legs are not completely underneath her, and that's a problem that I think I had as well. Starting off. Do you know what I'm trying to say, Sycra?
Yeah.
And Ricardo.
I agree.
Yeah. So like, what I would do is basically move this foot slightly back, and it'll give us a sense that she's more balanced. You see this whole leg here? It looks like she just fall over. So, yeah, those are the two things. Other than that, get back in the water. Keep swimming. Cool design.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It reminds me of kind of like guys that hip hop guys.
Mhm. Hip hop, yep.
Because of baggy pants.
She's like a what is she? She's a villain. Enigmatic.
You want to tackle this one? What is your process when starting to paint from imagination?
Ooh, thumbnails. Thumbnails is my big.
Yeah,
biggie.
that's I actually did this before, but I've started to do it again after my art germ interviews to do the mental thing. I close my eyes and I try and imagine scenes in my mind.
I guess I always done that. Always picture things in my mind first, then I just scribble it out, or try to, at least.
All right.
What do you do, Bob? When you have, like, what you're doing is pretty much what they're talking about, right? Like, you just created this out of your imagination. How did you get this scene in your mind?
Okay, so I was thinking about the prompts about the Pokemon and the Assassin's Creed character and the Lara Croft character, being retired and everything, and it's like I kind of wanted to. I found that the idea of two old characters that were video game characters in a retirement home funny. So I wanted to do that, and then I still kind of wanted to do the Pokemon thing. So then I thought it'd be funny if, like, because Altair's, that's basically the character. He's still an assassin, and maybe he's kind of pissed off that he's in a retirement home. So maybe one day he snuck in some Pokeballs, and then he unleashed them, and then see what's happening here.
The Pokeball, right?
Yeah, and then, as you can see here, all the old people are trying very hard to run away, but they can only go one step at a time on their little supports.
That is really sad. Did you hear that?
Like, Charizard's about to fucking destroy these two couples. He's already got a burnt corpse in his hand. That's where there.
Dude,
He's
you don't even understand. There's this big story of how a retirement home in Quebec caught on fire.
Oh.
And the old people couldn't get out in time. A lot of them.
Oh shit! Wow, that's really sad.
Yeah, and you're just kind of doing it.
yeah. I think that's my shtick. I'm sorry.
This is why you gotta keep up with the news.
Ah, there's a
Anyway.
little. Yeah, you can't get away from
Too late.
reality.
Too late.
Yeah.
You
Anyway.
can draw anything random, and it's happened before.
Yeah.
Like that.
So
like
yeah,
that
don't blame my ignorance. Blame the world.
Yeah, blame the world.
Why'd you do it, world?
Why'd you do it?
It's just an interesting coincidence.
Yeah, no. A week ago, there was a Charizard picking up dead bodies and eating them. So.
Dude,
It's
that's
on the
happening.
news.
That's in Syria right now. Don't joke about that.
Oh, I know, dude. Jeff, why are you drawing these things?
Me?
Okay.
All right, let's move on. Okay, here we go.
Let's move
this is
on.
an old piece, but I was just wondering if you can give us some tips on the sword in it, because I had no reference because I mainly draw human and not inanimate objects, and I can't find tutorials on swords online.
There's reference. There's you could just do studies.
Yes. Oh my goodness, there's tons of swords. Just type in the word sword. Sword, maybe sword and RPG. It'll give you like a lot
The
of.
thing with swords is it's not so much a how to draw. It's just like because the forms are not that complex as like compared to a human body or an animal or something. I could get that. It's more like I
Here
need
it
to
is.
understand things. But
Uh-huh.
is it on your screen, Jet?
I got it right here.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
So, okay, focusing on the sword, the sword looks more like a pipe with a point, like a what is it? Spike, like a spike along
Yeah.
needle, because it's rounded. It looks more like that. Yeah. So
I'm sure you could find a reference of a sword in that position, though.
to fix it for me, I would draw. Well, not fix it. I guess strengthen it. Is draw a line to kind of indicate the bladed edge, because right now it looks round, and if you were to hit somebody, they'd probably bruise more than get cut. Right. So definitely look at the references online. I want to type in sword. Sword. Yeah, that's the thing about drawing from your imagination. You need to look at references. There. Image for swords. So notice how there's no kind of round edges. They're very flat. Just one flat surface. Yeah.
Well, I'm not getting it. Phew.
Yeah, and that's something important to understand about shading, and this is what I used to do myself, and I see tons of people do it, is when you start adding shadows, often beginners go straight to a soft brush, and they just sort of darken the outside corner and get light towards the center, and that really does suggest cylinders more than anything else, so it's like a round form, whereas if your thing is a flat plane, you've got to actually have like an abrupt change where it's like, no, this whole thing is sharp and dark, and then this other side is a completely different value.
Yeah, I think even if you just remove the shadow altogether, just remove it completely, it would make one solid light gray color. That's if you want to make a sword.
Yeah, that actually would work.
And just draw like you know how some kind of generic swords have like a little line down the middle of the sword. So look at my mouse. Just draw like a little line right in around this area here, and that should flatten it out and make it look more like a sword. But if you do that, you got to change the perspective of the what's it called, the guard. Yeah, you got to change it so that the hand guard. So make it a little longer so that it looks like you're looking more on top of it. So that's the sword tutorial.
Cool. Whoa.
Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm not drawing. I can't compete. Look at this, Jeff.
You're rubbing it up.
I guess it's the pressure that he gets. Well, I don't know if he's feeling pressure, but it's live. It's live, so
The show guy.
it's showtime.
Yeah. It's showtime. I gotta show my skills.
You work really well under pressure then.
It's so
man.
fast. Oh my god.
Everyone else freezes up and just you come up with extremely good ideas.
Oh.
Man.
I'm not getting new comments. I can't see new comments.
You might have to refresh it. Sometimes freezes.
Well, yeah, I am.
You guys, would you mind critiquing this, please? I'm working on an art portfolio for college, and I want to try and be the best that I can. Oh.
You want to be the best you can. Everyone.
Excellent.
That's a best goal is to be the best you. Best you can be.
Ooh.
Oh,
Wow, that's
nice.
I'm gonna
Wow.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to
I
up-
need to see.
that's strong. That's
Yeah, that's super
Ooh.
strong.
Whoa.
that's really tight.
Okay, hold on, let
You
me.
shouldn't have too much problems.
Yeah, hey, you know what?
Yeah.
You gotta get back in that water and keep going.
No rest for you. No rest.
No rest.
Yeah.
No, you're
I mean-
amazing.
That's great. I mean, the face is the one thing that sort of
Yeah,
stands out
yeah.
to me, and it's because you've got this thing where you're doing that whole realism anime clash.
Yeah.
And the
And-
nose is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But- I mean, overall, that's a really good piece.
It's
Yeah, you're
awesome. Really
That's
awesome.
really, really solid.
Now, if you were to compete with, like, say, CalArts kids, and what would you say? Like, really, really?
I would say it's fine. I
For
don't
the-
know. It looks. I mean, okay.
She's
So
pro-
minor things. There's some anatomy. The forearms are a little short.
Mm-hmm.
I would add a bit more wrist because right now
Right.
there's not so much wrists indication. It's like the forearm goes straight into the hand. The folds are great on the shirt. Great movement. The values are stunning. I really like the glass and all that. And it's sort of like the other thing is, I mean, this is kind of difficult because it feels almost like it's in a zero G setting. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like he smashed through the glass. It's more like he sort of floated.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean,
So
but-
for that, I would think if you were to draw like bigger shards near the foreground, but in super blurry form, it'll show some more movement because the glasses seem to all be kind of static. They all seem to have the same hard edge, and you kind of understand, hardness of the edges. So they all seem to have the same kind of edges, So maybe.
Can I add something?
Yeah, go
of
ahead.
course.
It's the expression's really passive. I mean, if she's jumping and crashing through a window,
Mm-hmm.
you would expect some reaction there. It's really a neutral look.
Yeah.
Uh,
And the idea itself is a little confusing. I mean, because
I like
the crown and the it's like I'm not sure if there's symbolism behind it or exactly what's going on, but and then the straight arm. I mean, these are all really nitpicky things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the drawing is of the character, the anatomy, things like how the forearm is shorter than his shoulder to elbow space, like those type of things. The arms aren't the same lengths in a way. And
Okay. So for me,
Little.
the head is kind of there's something a little off about the head.
yeah, it's the side of the face is going outward.
Yeah. Here, let me see if drawing over it will help. It's gonna be okay. So you know about the forearms now. They can be a little extended. Maybe make this hand like move out to just a little bit. Just thin out the wrist a little bit. Like, let's see here. If you're doing this digital, it shouldn't be too difficult for you to fix, right? But this hand should maybe move up to just like about this much further, and that'll give us more room to make the wrist a little thinner, like that. That way the hand starts over here, like this. And please forgive me for the lag. But the major issue that I feel is the face seems super flat against the head. I mean, against the neck. Are you guys seeing that?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, let's see here. What if I did that? Cut off the back of his neck right here. Just for a quick fix. I mean, like this. And then this part, attach it down like this. The shadow under his neck is really flattening it out. So, Oh, and so like, and then you can draw like a muscle here, and you probably want to take a screen capture if you find it to be helpful at all. But yeah, just watch out for that neck. If you draw like a line to guide the inside from his spine all the way to his head, all the way to his neck, curves out right here, and then if you draw a ball, that's good. Good. You draw the center divide. Again, see we're using construction lines and grids and stuff like that. I would probably straighten this chin out this way first, kind of in this direction, and then go back up. Oh shoot! I just picked up the color. I just picked up the color of the shadow. Okay, and then come back this way, and then add some draw. So like right back here, I'm just gonna paint over it using your color. That kind of shows a little more. You know what I'm trying to say? Is that? And yeah. Don't draw this white part. I'm just doing that so that you can see the line. That so it's more clear. Yeah. Other than that,
it's real strong. It's one of those things that the better you get, the more flaws appear in your work, because it's getting closer and closer to reality.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're nitpicking little things, it just means it's because you're so good in a way.
Yeah.
So I mean, definitely keep going.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, and one more thing. If it were, no, I'm not even gonna say it.
No, I think you showed it with the eye, like the perspective and all that.
Yeah, your eyes are here. Is what I was gonna say. It's like it's kind of going this direction.
Yeah.
I would keep it going straight like this. See, from this eye here to this eye here, like this. It's kind of, and you're trying to get that tilt, I know, but it's just, yeah. That's it. Everything else you're rendering is looking great. Your idea is amazing. The idea alone it kills me, it trumps me completely. Yeah. Keep it up. Get back in the water. Ha! Next island.
There's a couple more if you want to tackle them.
Ooh, Blue Flay is here. Blue Flay! Hi! If you guys have not seen Blue Flay's work, you should really look at Blue Flay.
Yes.
Look at his. If you haven't, like his recent tutorials, I mean not tutorials, his speed paints, he's killing it. He's so good. So good, Blue Flay. And the channel's name is BlueFlay00. YouTube, BlueFlay00.
So yeah, Blue Flay is a legend, living legend on DeviantArt. So I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is.
Okay, you're gonna have another question, Ricardo?
Yeah.
You want me to? There's more DeviantArt stuff to critique if you guys want to tackle it. Miss Pikai has something there.
Is that the person who didn't know what like Sycra was? Anyway, yeah. Let's look at it.
Blue Flay drew a heart.
Wow.
Nice.
Ricardo, do you have can you post links in group chat? Because then I can just click the one you're looking at.
Oh, okay. Let me just find it.
Okay, I think I'm done with this prompt.
Okay, here it is. Oh, this is not the one I was talking about, I guess. Oh, that's another one.
Oh no, I lost the Hangout link. Ah!
Jet. What did you do?
There you go.
All right.
I did the bad one.
All right. So this is by. Who's this by?
Let me check. CM Dude 1234.
Okay. And so it's a bear, and he's chasing this apple that's on a string. So the first thing is the tangent here is really striking with this apple on the tree, because really the apple is the spotlight, right? So I would move it a little, like you've got this nice little empty space for it. Maybe you just move it a little bit there, or overlap it so the apple, or I don't know if this is an apple or if it's a radish or something else, but if it's like overlapping clearly, because you don't want this where it's just touching the side of the tree. That is called a tangent, and that's not very
Tangents.
And it looks like you're doing some pretty advanced painting techniques. I mean, you've got really nice atmosphere, you got some noise texture, you got gradients, you got soft in the background, hard edged, you got some fancy brush strokes. Even here, I see it's almost like, I don't know if you used a mixer brush or if you used like a layer effect, but you're very Photoshop savvy. You know what you're doing in Photoshop, but I would recommend you need to work on drawing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also just drawing wraparounds all around everything, just to show like the 3D form of everything. That would really help, because everything seems a bit flat. The grass looks 3D because I guess the blades are flat, so that kind of you can do that. And the value is receding. Yeah, do it, Sycra.
Right.
It just shows everything how drawing will help you improve, because it seems like you're just going straight painterly.
Yeah. Like your painting is not the issue at this point. You're actually way ahead of the game in terms of painting and understanding Photoshop. But what you're missing is, as Jet said, just the simple things, you know, like, okay, so let me make this a bit bigger.
Oh, yours is not lagging that bad.
No, it's actually really smooth right now. But like, okay, so like think of it like a basic shape, you know? And you got the legs coming out.
See how he's drawing them in like 3D forms? Like pillowcases, pillow sacks.
Yeah.
Or bisacks.
Yeah. And you don't have to do like a circle necessarily. You could also do like a shape that in animation that is always used is like this type of shape. Like a pillow.
The squash and stretch.
Yeah. And you could just take this as the torso, and then what you do is you add the arms and the legs. But I mean, even just a basic drawing like that is going to help compared to this, which is really, you know, it's really kind of flat. And other things like, let's say, okay, she's running, right? So I was talking before about basic gesture, and what I might want to do is just get this type of gesture where it's like,
oh yeah,
you know, even if you just get that, and then you can build on top of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Absolutely.
I would spend time drawing more in your sketchbook or whatever, if you want. But definitely, I mean, you're doing stuff in Photoshop I don't know how to do. That's cool. Do you need another prompt, Jeff? Bob?
Let me see.
You keep calling me one thing and another, soon I'll forget who I'm supposed to be.
What is my name?
Who am I? Who am I?
What am I doing? Which one am I again?
Oh.
All right. Oh wow! Another Ricardo. You're just finding really cool ones. So this is by Philip Bernhard, and what was the comments, Ricardo?
He was trying to develop his own style.
I think you're well on your way, dude.
Yeah, it's really impressive. Like,
Oh yeah.
You're doing good. Are you a fan of Zadig? because your stuff reminds me of Zadig.
Yeah, dude. If he's trying to develop style. If he does 20 of these, I guarantee it. Like every single one will just resemble the same person. It's just like that's the same person.
Yeah.
Just you got your style.
Yeah,
That's
I
not
think
your worry.
keep doing it and experiment more with like different poses and I mean just do more really.
Yeah. When it comes to your style, we can't comment too much when your style has really solidified, because then it starts venturing into personal taste territory. So when it comes to that, then all that's left for you is to just do more, and then it'll keep going by itself,
Yeah, but I like the shapes you've got here. Like the big ideas are really cool.
Yeah, I love your decisions and what you've chosen.
Yeah, it's really nice. All right.
Yep, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
What's the good one? That's the good one.
Oh, that's the good one.
You have another one there, Sycra, if you want to tackle it.
Oh boy.
Blaze Malefica.
Why, Ricardo, are you giving such good ones? I have nothing to say.
Yeah, that one is really good. That's why.
Is this by Blue Flay?
This looks like
it's
Blue
from
Flay-ish.
Blaze Malefica.
I don't know, like you're doing great, and
you're asking for us to critique.
Yeah, this.
I can't critique this. I'm sorry.
Well, the sword, it could be, the point can be a little bit sharper, right?
I think
the only thing that I would nitpick is I don't even want to say it because you're doing things that I can't do, but like I'm guessing that the red the thing on the bottom left corner is like a planet. Right now, it seems as though he's like in orbit in outer space. It doesn't necessarily feel like that. It feels like something, like he's really close to the surface of like he's just about to touch ground on a comet or something. It doesn't feel like it's
I didn't see that. Yeah. And I would also, the colors that you're picking, I get what you're doing. You're using a muted palette, but you could actually go a bit more saturated and still be okay. Especially on the red, it could get more saturated because you kind of want to choose which one you're doing. Is it because right now it's almost like equal between the blue and the yellow, and you want to be more dominant in one or the other. I feel, and I think you could just by pushing some of the saturation right on this edge. I mean, I could try it, but I'm probably not going to do as good of a job as you did because you're real good, and I have no business anyway. Ricardo, stop this nonsense.
You're trying to make us look
I'm
bad.
just really good artists here because I'm not picking. I'm just posting.
Man,
you
guys are kicking ass. You guys are kicking ass.
I got one here for Bobby. Back to critique.
There we go. So I'm just like I'm using an overlay mode, and I'm just I might be overdoing it. So and it's okay to overdo things and then to push it back, but basically I'm just pushing some of the saturation a little bit. What? God, that was scary.
I'm sorry. I just saw the link that Ricardo posted.
That one's for you, Bob. You're gonna critique that one.
Well, who did this one? Okay.
Let me check.
That's as far as I would take it.
Edges Almanis.
Hey, that's
Well done, Edges. Well done. You got the humor. In some
No,
ways.
sorry. It's not.
See? It's fucking hilarious. Yes,
It's not
this is like.
edges.
Okay, I don't know if he's a boy or a girl, but whatever. Anyways,
Yeah.
things technically that needs to be improved, but the feeling and the humor that you got from this, the story, man, it's awesome. That's hilarious. Well done.
Let me get the name right because it's not the name I said. I can't find it now.
that fucking face. And when the sausage is curling. I can't help it. It's so funny. You made me lose my what's the word for it?
Censor button.
Yes, censor
Project Alice 21.
Project Alice 21. Is that the person who did it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing. Well done. Well done. You did it. Clap yourself on the back.
Do you need another prompt, Bob?
Now I gotta put edges right because it's gonna feel.
That turned out really well. You're gonna upload all these to DeviantArt, aren't you, Bob?
Oh, possibly. I might even. I don't know. Some of these I think I might actually do over and color it or something.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Nice.
Look how crazy that is.
Damn. Yeah.
Oh wow. The sense of like atmosphere and the values are just so strong, man.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll understand. I gotta watch this stream over.
Right.
I gotta watch
Dude,
it.
I didn't see that one finished, the Tomb Raider one. I just saw the sketch. Let me see it. Wow. God damn you, Bob. You did it again.
All right.
Well, it's thanks to the guys with the prompts. I wouldn't have come up with the drawing if it weren't for the prompts.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need another prompt?
Yeah, probably.
Do you have one, Ricardo, or should I search for one?
What about
I haven't seen one in a while.
What about the Goku? The Goku eating.
Oh
eating
yeah,
all the
eating,
food.
yeah.
Overeating Goku?
Yeah,
Let's see if we can find another one to stick. There's also Draw Some Bears Fighting Crime. By the way, I love you. So that's CM Dude 1234, and he loves you, Bob.
Oh yeah, what about
I love you too, man.
the tunas fighting the lion?
Yeah, tuna fighting the lion, bears. Draw a caterpillar fighting / eating a butterfly. I mean, if any of these can coalesce into one image, that would be good.
Okay.
Just Goku eating a bunch of animals.
Here's a drawing by.
Okay, this one is by Frankenapple?
Okay, I got the same one up.
Yeah, I didn't check. No, that's from the one I was still before. The other one, it's Edges.
He's epic.
Yeah, Edges Almanis.
Okay. Well, what do you think, Jet?
I think it's lovely. Let's see here. For cartooning, I can totally see this as a fun Flash cartoon, but there's a lot of definitely anatomy that you can push a little bit. But the first thing that catches my eye before anything else is the foot. This foot right here reads as if this shape, this dark shape right here, is the underside of his boot. So it looks like his ankle's broken, like it's twisted, and you can see the underside of it. And I know he's stepping on a broken piece of wood, but
oh, I see it now.
You know what I mean? It looks like his foot is turned the wrong way.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, even if he just moved the piece of wood so it's not creating a tangent with the back of the foot, that would sort of fix that.
Mm-hmm.
If you know what I mean. like right now, the tip of the edge of that is touching his heel, which is why it looks like the underside, perhaps. Yeah.
Even this form right here, the boot, how it goes up right here, that resembles more of the backside of a shoe. If you did the opposite, made it go down, that would resemble more of the side of a shoe. So just cut that off, and then erase this. I think erase this line here, because this overlapping form also makes it look like it's twisting. So his leg looks really twisted out. But in terms of anatomy, pretty strong shapes, pretty big, but you definitely study the some more anatomy to get him to look more more believable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're on your way. Just you know what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, keep
back in that water.
Yeah, get back in the water.
Next island, man. You're good.
You're good with coming up with catchphrases.
You should be the catchphrase man, Jet.
Catchphrase.
Okay. Draw Justin Bieber getting arrested while having a chicken on his head.
Oh.
You stopped screen sharing, Bob.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's because I haven't drawn anything yet. So I'm also looking up reference for Goku.
Oh, okay. Well then, what do we do? Someone's got to draw. All right.
Don't worry, I'll draw. I'll draw. Just gotta get a picture of Goku.
Okay. I'll draw in the meantime. Ricardo, you take the helm, sir.
There's another one.
Okay. All right.
Sakurik.
All right. Nice. It's very, very illustrative. Like an illustrator.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it. Graphic design.
Very vectorized.
Very graphic. So one thing that strikes me right away is just the back of this head is kind of cut off. I mean, it looks cut off. I would draw in that whole head and then put the hair on top, make sure it's, not cutting off.
Yeah, a little more rounded off, just in the back. Just, yeah.
Yeah, and little things like, like how this neck is right now. It's sort of just, I mean, there's a lack of, let me just copy it and put it in Photoshop real quick. And even if you just had a little line like that, it's sort of, I don't know, like shows that the neck is behind more, because right now it's sort of just going into things. Things are flattening out, that's all I'm saying. And then I mean, it's kind of cool how everyone's stretched. I can get behind that.
Yeah. The feeling of it.
All right. So, do you have anything to add, Jet?
I think you said it all. It's good.
Okay.
You did good.
Oh, this is another great one.
Yeah.
You people are so freaking good. You're really good. I don't know, man. What do you think, Jet?
All right. Well, if I were to say something, immediately I feel like the consistency, I guess, for the edges seem kind of soft edges all over. And I feels like everything's kind of smeared all over the place. I mean, for the style. Oh, can you give me the link so I can make it bigger?
It's in the Hangout. Do you see it?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great. There it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it bigger. Yeah, it seems kind of smudgy. Like everything's smudgy. But if that's the style you're going for, then that's fine. But for example, this.
I mean, certain parts feel like they work with the smudginess, but other parts are a little bit fighting it.
Let's see. I'm going to try to open this in my Photoshop, but would you say anything? Do you have anything else to add on that while I pull this up?
It's very desaturated, and in some ways it's nice. I mean, I love the way they did the legs, to be honest, of the kid. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but actually I really like how it's watercolor-like. But then the really harsh blacks, and especially the blacks in the sky and everything, sort of make it not look like the darks are a bit too dark to get away with some of the watercolor look that you're getting. I mean, it's still really good. I love the dog.
Yeah. Let's see here. Yeah, if I just take a harder brush, and I don't know, I guess this is just maybe a sense my own style. If I were to just take another, a harder type of brush, and just go over it slightly, you can see how the contrast is just quickly on that sleeve.
Right, you're softening the transitions, right?
Well, yeah, but I'm using a hard brush to do it, so like you can see the value change.
Yeah.
So just vary it up. See, like you're using that brush, so just try to switch over to your a more harder edge brush and throw that in some areas where you don't have to do it like throughout. You know what I mean? Think of thirds, a third of the portion of the drawing, and like say, for example, areas where you want the eye to focus in on. So think of like, I want this eye to be more focused than this. It's funny. This eye to be more focused than the left eye, and then, but overall the face being more focused than say the shoulder or the scarf. But then when you get to like this point here, get to that hard edge kind of thing going on.
Right.
I don't know. That's what I would do.
I think one more thing that maybe you could work on is, let's see.
Wow.
With the dog, I'm looking at its head, and okay, it's sort of like a three-quarter, right? Like here's the cranium, and that's, no, that was really messy. Okay, let me be more careful. Here's the cranium of the skull of the dog-ish. Like I'm kind of guessing at it. Here's the center line. So I feel like the ears, like this one's a bit better, needs to come out from that, and then this one needs to be more, coming out from that side, and then that sort of changes this silhouette a little bit. But let's see. I mean, it's just a drawing issue trying to find where the ears are coming out, because this one just seems to be coming at an odd angle right here. Like with this hair, it almost feels like the ear is attached on the side instead of like that. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes any sense.
There we go. Let's. Yeah, definitely the use of the black shadows is something that I would look out for. Be careful about using blacks, darks.
Especially with the style you're going for.
Yeah.
It's almost like a high key thing might work a bit nicer.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, if you have adequate contrast, it still will look dark. It doesn't have to be that dark to look dark.
Yeah. There, I just.
You want to do a before and after?
Yeah, I want to. That's exactly what I want to do. I just basically added some hard edges to the arm sleeve here. It gives kind of a contrast and a breathing room. I guess someone for our eyes to rest. Before, I felt like my eyes I'm just like floating in a dream state. It's just really blurry. But all I did was basically sharpened, and this goes back to the question about hard and soft edges. So yeah, and then I simplified a lot of the shapes in the hair with bigger and bigger blotches, because they seem to be. Let me pull up your drawing again one more time. Save this as. Hope this is helping. I don't know if it's right. It's just really my opinion. Own opinion. Save as. In the meantime, Ricardo, you got anything else?
Well, while you're at it, there's a question here. How to draw pants, the end of the pants near the feet. I thought it was a.
How about you take that, Ricardo? How do you do that?
Well, I would have to show it, and for me to show it, my computer would just
Die.
jam. Yeah, it would jam on me. Because I have like 5 or 6 windows open right now.
Are you drawing the same thing too, Sycra?
No, I just saw this comment from Blueflay. He says, "Bros, if you feel like it, would you critique one of my recent ones, but ignore anything that you think might be good about it, and focus only on the bad? Don't be nice about it. Be brutal, as if you hated my guts. You know, quite interested on the feedback." I mean, I could, I guess.
That would be interesting.
I would fail, but I could try.
That's a large task.
Just destroy Blueflay. I don't think I can, buddy. I mean, honestly, I don't. Yeah.
You guys want to try to do that to Blueflay?
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm not good enough. I can't. All right. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it.
Wow.
Oh boy.
So
Okay.
with this character.
Hold on. Before. Are you looking at it already?
Yeah, I'm doing it already.
All right. Let me just finish up this real quick.
Oh, the other one? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
So.
got the before and after going?
Yeah, I got the before and after thing going. Okay. So, again, hard and soft edges. Right now, I see it for the hair. I see a bunch of hard edges everywhere, really hard. It's like really crispy, and it's like no room for the eye to rest. There's just the same kind of pattern. There's no like sense of like ratio between hard and soft. So like. Same for the soft areas. When they're soft, you like soft everywhere. So what I did was I just added some blotches, really rough. So this is just you'd have to go and clean it up just a bit, not too much, just a bit, but leaving it semi-loose and ambiguous like that. But if you look at it from back here, before and after, see I'm adding bigger shapes for the eye to rest on, and yeah, so everything else, definitely same with the dog. Choose an area, add in these harder edges, and then get back in the water. That's it.
Everything is get back in the water.
Go on.
Everybody drown.
I can't swim. We'll get into the baby pool. We'll see what we can do.
Wow.
All right,
We're
this is
critiquing that one.
this is just understand. I have no place critiquing you.
Yeah.
Everything I'm about to say, just understand. It's stupid opinion, and it's probably totally wrong and whatever. So I'm just gonna say it anyway. So what I feel with this is there's really an awkwardness in the pose he's got right now, and it's because he's kind of looking up, right? But he's got this curved spine, and I almost feel like if I was to, and this is not something you can easily fix, so I wouldn't bother. But anyway, so let's say his legs are here, and that's fine, you know. Maybe I would, if you want to go for more of the bent over thing, I might bend it more, and then have his arms more like that, so he's holding that thing there. So there's that. But if he's doing the pose where he's looking up, I would actually probably curve the spine more back, so you get this shape. And then you could have the arm silhouette, the silhouette of this arm kind of shows up a bit easier, and then you have him holding that, and then you could have him again looking. I mean, yours is just not looking up that much, but looking up slightly. And then the other thing is there's a little bit of flattening out going on in the face here, and I don't know. I mean, I really can't say much more than that. It's really solid.
Yeah. I guess the only thing that I could say was like maybe the gesture is a bit odd.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of
silhouette.
my thing, is that
Yeah.
the silhouette was a bit like iffy.
Yeah.
It's not like I did a better job, but it's just that feeling of like you got this action going, but then this sort of is straight, and then the legs are fine. The legs seem solid.
Yeah.
But it's definitely the torso here that sort of is creating a bit of a odd thing, especially with the big trapezius, because the trapezius is back here, and then you got the shoulder, but then, you know, so I mean the anatomy's a bit odd because you got a lot of weight coming back here. I don't know. I feel retarded doing.
No, he asked for it.
I'm done.
Yes.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
He asked for the truth of what we thought of his piece, as if we hated him.
Let's look.
Yeah.
I hate you, Blue Flame. I hate
Work
him.
sucks. Oh, how could you create such an abomination?
Oh.
Ashamed of yourself.
That
Oh, you
one is
guys.
from Super Future Sound.
Wow.
Again,
That
another-
one, that's
Another
cool.
really.
This is
What
so
what
nice.
is up with the people today? It's like they keep on putting
I
just kick-ass
find it-
stuff.
I know. It's like,
This
are you
is
really randomly picking this? Because everyone
Yep.
is freaking amazing.
Yes, I am. I'm just choosing.
I mean-
one
to that one?
It's in the group chat.
Oh, is that?
I'm not following order, but I'm just picking them out.
I mean, I would say it's a bit on the dark side, but then at the same time, if this was like in an animation, that would be fine. You know, if it was just like in a darker area and that's the mood you're going for. Sometimes with animations, you will create a darker palette just so that, let's say someone had a bright thing, it would really show up as bright. But as an illustration, it is a little on the dark side. You might want to adjust the levels just a touch. And then other things are that, just bring this in. This,
Whoa, yeah. If I look at it on my iMac, it's like pitch black. But
yeah, this string or rope or whatever, this is getting way too much attention because of these. You've got this dark area and then you've got this light area. And the thing is, if this was super important, I would get that. But because it's, I don't see how it could be as important as a figure. I would probably tone this down, actually. Even some of these darks, I think, it's like you're creating a neat, unnecessary focal point here. So I would probably tone that down, and then maybe add, like I'm going to try and keep it still pretty dark, but add some light on her, just a bit.
Yeah, I think it's begging for some highlights.
I mean, that's probably the color should be warmer.
yeah, if it had the, like kind of a rim light, just a rim
Yeah,
light. I think
yeah,
that would-
it's begging for it. In my opinion.
yeah. I think that would really help it out, and the values could, I guess, stay slightly lighter, not too much different.
Let me check Goku.
Yeah,
Oh.
and if you get, yeah, exactly, just the rim light, you know, it's gonna create that. And right now you've got this thing where you've got the light, and then you've got the black outline, but you don't have the outline here, so it feels like the outlines are a little bit optional. And if that's the case, I would get rid of some of the outlines on her hat, because what that's gonna allow you to do is get a little bit lighter. Yeah, like even just this amount of lightness is gonna be good to pop things out. You don't
Yeah.
have to do much. Wow. I just saw the Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to add?
I think no. I think they're really. That's a really strong piece, and definitely just. Yeah, the fixes like Sycra was saying is real. I think they're really easy fixes, but definitely awesome drawing. You still got some islands to go. Oh, back in that water.
You and your islands. You wanna answer some questions now? Because we've done a lot of scripts.
Yeah. Sure, let's do it. Good job.
Okay. Rachel Owl asks, hi, could you talk about how you guys built up your own visual library? Also, thanks so much for your tutorials. You're welcome. Yeah, so visual library, I think for me, a lot of it was when I'm just a little kid watching anime, playing video games, comic books. I mean, those three things were probably the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
And your hair looks lovely, by the way. Let me
Yeah.
just quickly. That's the hair she did. That's awesome.
Wow.
It's really nice.
God. God, there's so many people that just show
Killing
great
it.
stuff today.
You're
You're
killing
making
it.
us
Wow.
look
Yeah.
It's amazing. But
Yeah. Visual library for me, cartoons. I mean, what we're exposed to really does influence the way we draw in the future, and that's like everyone has their own unique set of fingerprints, and we all walk a different path throughout our life, so we're exposed to different things, and that's what we gather as our visual library. So even from reality, things that moved us, things that touched us, affect us in a very deeper subconscious core. So. Like Bob Meatbag, he's drawing a big old meatbag Goku.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Crazy. I would like you guys to critique me because I never had the honor.
You?
Yes, I never critiqued a piece of mine. Officially.
Ricardo, you want to
Ricardo.
Yeah,
Ricardo.
I want you guys to tear me apart. So I'm here to listen to it. And you can see my reaction to it.
We critiqued you before.
We would critique you all the time.
All the time, dude.
We critiqued you last night.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's right.
He wants more.
I would like you to see
How about you
one
just
of
put?
my-
How about I just put your picture up there and we don't have to critique it. We can just admire. It's like glue play. It's like I can't. I know, dude. You want me to be mean to you, but how? I find you amazing.
Come on.
Oh, you really want us to pull up your work?
Okay. I already
I'll-
have my critique ready. No matter what it is, it's not Joe Mad enough.
Well, pull out a drawing and show us or send it to us,
Okay. I guess
or link us to it, whichever one you want.
I'll go to the forum. I want this one to be critiqued because it
Cool.
really sucks. So.
Okay, so does anyone want to do the pants thing? Maybe we could do the pants thing. You know who could do the pants thing? Bob, you do really good pants connecting to feet.
What? No.
Oh
Dude.
yeah, the pants.
Dude, you do. Like I'm not trying to I'm saying you could help this guy out.
I can try. I mean, I'm not sure.
Like don't expect it to be perfect, but like you're pretty good at that.
Look at his drawing. Oh my god, I love it so much.
What do you think? Should I add that shadow in there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know. Like maybe not as harsh on the eyes. Like maybe keep it from going all the way.
Oh,
Like, you know the underplane, right? Because there's a top plane, and the top plane wouldn't get hit by that much light, but maybe just the
Okay.
underplane. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man.
Hold on, let me just get this little shade in there, and then I can get to that guy's thing.
I really gotta get to practicing, man. Jeff's storytelling is like Pixar, Disney level quality.
I know,
Storyboarding.
it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
This is so weird.
They're gonna take him. They're gonna take him away from us.
That's okay. That's okay. We'll get to see him. We'll get to see him in the movies.
Oh man, you guys, ridiculous. Okay, so what's
5 years old.
OzJ, you're late. Will this be uploaded again afterwards? Absolutely. As soon as this is over, it'll be up. So don't worry about that.
Let's see get this guy's work. Something about pants.
Yeah. Just no. It's not the work. It's just he wants to know how to draw like pants. You know when they're on top of the feet, so the feet pants connection.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, just like because I think you had a critique you did on your channel, and someone had that issue, right?
Yeah, possibly. Okay. I don't know. I'm not like. I don't think I'm gonna do a very good job, but so just
I have an idea, but you're better at it than me.
Hold on. Let me get a higher resolution. Image size. And let's try 300. Okay, that should be better. Okay, so let's just try. My anatomy is not very solid, so just keep that in mind.
And it's beautiful.
Alright, so let's just say that's the leg. And then get that.
So fast. It's just funny because I remember seeing you draw in real life, and just your speed is remarkable.
Yeah, I am faster when I draw in real life. In real life, and where real people live. But anyways, okay, so God, I feel so under pressure.
Yeah.
Dude, you're Goku. You're freaking Lara Croft.
Okay, the Goku stuff is like it doesn't have to be accurate, but like when we're talking about clothes and stuff. Okay, so let's say there's like I don't know, there's like a pants over here. Well,
okay, how do you deal with like let's say jeans and then maybe baggy pants?
Baggy pants. Okay. So I just imagine for me, I dread to say this, but I do feel it out. But it's more of the fact, like even with Goku's leg over here, it's like it's the material that you have to think about. It's like is it a thin material? Is it a heavy material? Because there's different types of clothes. So jeans, when I take a look at it, and when I think about it, it's like depending on the type, it varies. But usually, I think of jeans as like it's a bit of a more tougher material. It's the way it settles is a bit more harsh. So then the like Goku's thing right over here, like when it sort of collapses in on itself, it's got a bit of a sharp edge to it. And I imagine that jeans are that way as well, or at least the type that I wear. So then when I imagine it sort of just like settling over things, just sort of think of it like this. You know? Because it's like all the weight is being supported by the leg, but then towards the edge, especially if it hits like, I don't know, a shoe or something like that, it's sort of all the weight just goes down over here and it collapses in on itself, and then there's folds and everything. And all this stuff is once again dependent on the material. If it's very thin like silk, then maybe it might pull around like this, and then the collapse of the fold is a lot more spread out. Whereas if it's heavier or maybe it's harder, there's like you can notice that the collapse of the folds are more prominent and squished together. And once again, this is all dependent on the material. And if you have trouble with clothes, get like a cloth that you're thinking of, and then take a look at it, but don't just look at it, feel the material. Like sometimes what I do is if I'm unfamiliar with a certain material, is I just run my hand and touch the material, move it around in my hand, see how it feels, and then you start getting a sense of what it is, you know. And that's what I generally do.
Mm-hmm.
And if you other guys can jump in.
Yeah, I can add something. From the comment, I felt it was the border of the pants. I think it's more a perspective issue because I had this problem for a very long time that I didn't know how to place the perspective of the end of the pants. Am I making sense? Like how it wraps around the shoe and the feet depends on how you look at it, how you picture it in space.
Mm-hmm.
Can you do like a quick sketch of a up down and down up view?
Oh, you mean like up down down up?
Yeah, two versions, like one looking down, one looking up, and how the end of the pants wraps around the foot.
Oh, okay.
Because sometimes I felt like I didn't know how to end the pants, how they would rest on the foot.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, I think that's what the thing was as well. Like how how because right now you have the pants and they're bunching up, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't show how that bunches up over the foot. It's just like the shoe is hiding that connection.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
Where to show the outside and the inside.
Or like a cuff. If it's not called a cuff, you know when you fold up the pant near the end.
Right. So just like how it wraps around, basically.
Yeah.
So let's imagine the cylinder. Then, darn, I am really not good at explaining this.
Just don't explain it. I'll explain it. You draw it.
Yeah, just
Okay.
sketch it.
So basically.
So
Like,
when
I'm
you
not sure.
draw those wrinkles, like draw the foot as well. But when you draw the wrinkles, is it just a pattern that you've seen?
Yeah, it's a combination actually. I think this actually goes back to Visual Library, in that I've seen and I think I've copied patterns like this. Like even with the Goku thing, it's like I've seen, because I used to copy a lot of Dragon Ball Z, and then like I've seen similar patterns to that. So then that kind of it adds something to the Visual Library. I didn't understand it at the time, but then when I start figuring out about forms, it's like, okay, that's why this certain wrinkle is this way, because it's wrapping around the form, and then it's settling around the form, and then I connect the two dots together, and then that's how I do the wrinkles. Yeah. I'm not sure if that explains anything.
Yeah. So you end up with like certain shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. All right. I mean, I think that's as far as we're gonna get with the pants thing, right?
Yeah.
Or did you want to do the top down and up shot thing? Down shot,
top
up shot?
down, up shot. Like I'm not really sure how I would do that. I mean, like.
I guess like the lower camera and the higher camera. I guess that's what it is. They're talking about like this
Do
perspective.
you want to try it, Jet?
Yeah, you're better at close than I am, Jay. You got more information when it comes to that.
Let's see if it's not lagging. That's my only problem right now. Let's see. If it doesn't lag, and then I can try to do it. Really, it's just understanding for me foreshortening and overlapping, and also perspective. So there's a couple things that play in here, and yeah, it's a little complicated. So I guess not that bad. Yeah. So let's draw it. Let's try to draw it. Okay, so there's 3 ways I'm looking at it right now. First of all, let's do the first one from the front, like a diagram. So if this was the front, right? this was the front of the foot. Okay. Oh, actually, I'm already getting some perspective. You can tell it because you can see the top of the foot a lot clearly. So, a lot more clearly. But as you come up here, I'll just draw on another layer. Crappity doo dah. Crappity days. Okay, first of all, understand the wraparounds. So from up here, it's a straight line, but as you come lower down, it'll start rounding off. It's just because that's what I feel it's doing. Because we're looking further down at the foot, and this one would be more flat. So for the pants, it would follow that same wraparound, just like this bow, and it's overlapping. Yeah, and it also depends what material, also depends what kind of pants. Staying close to the form to build the pants. So this is where I would stop it. You wouldn't be able to see the under. Like you wouldn't be able to see where the hem, the pants was sewed. You know what I mean? The very bottom, because it's all this overlapping going on here. That's that. Yeah, so it just rests right there, and this form right here represents not the end, it's the plane just before the end. The end is underneath it. Okay, so if you were to look at it from a lower angle, say for example, lower angle like this. Okay, this was the halfway point. Broken legs. I guess we can do it from like behind the foot. So this is looking from behind ish. Same thing, understanding that the wraparounds, let's do the wraparounds. If you understand the wraparounds, now it's reversed. Everything up here is more curved along the form. But as you get lower towards our eye, it'll straighten out. So in order to draw the pants, you would draw the pants following the wraparounds, just like this. Slight turn, not too much. See how this is a really exaggerated turn. This one is more slight, right there. And you can just have fun with the folds. Usually, I will cut out the shape of the calf in the back. The front kind of collapses in on itself, like in the pillowcase example. But as it reaches the base, it starts to give some wrinkles. See, really, really simple. Just do like this shape here for the silhouette, and then add some V's for the shape, and then I'm stopping it like this. It can get even more exaggerated if you. I don't know in what kind of situation you would see the underside of the pants, unless somebody was kicking directly at you. You know, you would see the pants. But then that would just be a case of understanding forms of the form of the pants and cylinders, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think cylinders is a big part of it.
Yeah. See right there, and then I just cut off the cylinder, and this circular shape tells me that it's round and it's at an angle where we can see inside of it. So yeah, I guess that would be a case, and it's also, you can see the skin of the ankle because if he kicks in this direction, if he kicks this way, the forms that are loose will go the opposite way, so his pants went back that way, and you would see some folds. We're going to super detail with this.
Yeah.
I didn't know you could expand so much on just pant legs.
Oh, jeez, you could probably spend like a day on it.
Yeah, no, and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, wrinkles and cloth are. I suppose it's why I admire people that can do it so well. Is that like when it comes to clothing, the way it folds in onto itself, it's like it's really complex and difficult. And then it's like it's one thing to be able to technically to be able to do it, but to pull it off appealingly, that's like, man, if you can do wrinkles really well, you've got something going on.
Yeah. All right. So moving on, let's do a couple of critiques for this guy. Man, this one's the worst yet out of all the ones we've seen. This is just awful.
Oh.
Terrible.
Indeed.
Look at that.
Wow.
Let's take a look at this.
Look at that. Like,
Oh,
look
dear.
at that. DeviantArt.com. What is this? What does it mean?
I'm gonna.
What is the symbolism behind it? No, but in all honesty, this is Ricardo's work.
Yeah.
The watermark. So this piece, I don't know, I can't say too much, but what I would say is right now it looks like you've got, okay, let's say he's straight up and down, and then this guy's kind of like that. It feels like this is the perspective then, so then this thing would be even more like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're going for that kind of like perspective, or you know, whatever. Damn it. You know, that thing.
Just that. Oh,
But that's pretty much most of it. So then this building would be, you know, more like everything would be angled.
Yeah, I
like
don't
that.
know. Can
But
I get a copy of that? I mean, can you?
yeah,
Is it
it's in the group chat.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Every single time.
Yeah, you're not learning. You gotta. What is it? Get back in the water, Jet. And then this one, it's a lot of little things, but it's really nice. The one thing I don't like is it looks almost like you started with a black and white and then you colorized it.
Oh no, actually I didn't.
Because there's a lot of weird grays here, like there's.
Yeah,
Yeah. What I would do though is you've got a pretty, like, just looking at the values, got a pretty intense light coming down, and usually when it hits fur, you would get stronger highlights where the light's hitting, and I think that would sort of help to just have some, especially in cases like on the tail, to separate it a little bit off the background.
Yeah. I actually got the opposite critique on that.
Oh yeah, you wanted
Yeah.
the tail to get all fuzzy and.
No, someone said to blend the end with the environment.
That's okay. You can do that too, but the way I would do, because right now it's getting lost in this, and if you want to get lost in that, here's what you would do is, or here's what I would do anyways. I would select around the tail, and.
But yeah, now that I see it
Things do
thumbnail,
it with the.
oh yeah,
Things do it.
Yeah, where you take like a big soft brush, and you just like knock in some. Because then what you can do is separate it that way, so this is now getting lost, and this comes forward, and then knock it back.
Dude, yeah. Now that I see thumbnail a little smaller, yeah, I get that.
But I mean, I don't
It's
know.
all gray, a lot of grays.
I'm gonna switch to Jet, and he can pick your other picture apart.
Which one? The
I don't know, the one, whichever one you were gonna.
androids? Well, I was just gonna do a quick little. The only thing, I mean, compositionally, I would say is let me just open it up. I have to save it. Open it. How do you do it so fast?
I just right-click, copy image, paste.
Really? Into your Photoshop?
Yeah, Control V. Or
Nice.
Command V for you.
Oh wow! That's a good one.
Yeah.
Oh man, I didn't know that. That is a good one. Okay, so I feel like the scaling, his size versus the back, it's not the contrast isn't big enough. So like they seem small against the background. It's either shrink them down, but I don't want to because they're the focus, or scale up the back, and that's the only thing that I would see. First of all, just like take this shape here, and I would
It's bigger. Yeah.
just cover the sky up, like it just covers the.
Yeah, reinforce that V shape, right? The tunneling effect.
Yeah, it's really lucky. Just block it out. Block it out. Like you don't know the top of it. You can't see the top of it. It just extends. It goes up.
Yeah.
And so it makes it look more like, I guess they're up against the wall kind of thing. And that will make it look like, oh, you have to squint your eyes to kind of get the feel. But I love the texture of the mountain, definitely. Like that. And if you want to do the faint, let's see if I can accomplish that. Fainter, even fainter, for the backgrounds. Faint mountains in the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, add more depth to it.
Yeah.
I kind of had that, but at some point I thought that tunneling effect with the valley, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can see it.
Yeah. So maybe cast more shadows here. Maybe even cast a shadow right over them, like straight ahead. Maybe for the foreground can have like a shadow in the front like this to block it off a bit.
It's looking really white now that I see it again.
Do you know what I mean? That's I don't know what else to say other than that. Yeah. But
yeah, that helps a lot, bros.
Word.
It's an honor and a privilege.
Oh.
Let's
It's an honor
we might have
you.
we might have to end this, pretty soon. I mean, we're at 2 hours and 30 minutes in, so.
And I cut it in half. That's bad, Ricardo. I don't want to cut it in half. You got to cut it in at least thirds, because we're trying to mimic reality, and reality is not really symmetrical. It's very organic, very just when we view it, not the structure itself. When we view things we see are one's in focus, one's less in focus, one's more in focus. You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's I guess that's a compositional element I would try to do. Jeff, bobmeatbag.
Where's Goku?
Are you done with Goku?
Yeah, I'm done with Goku. I think I like this one.
Wow, that's so cool.
Let me zoom in a bit. So, I love his face.
I
Wow,
can't
that's
see.
really cool, dude.
Where is it?
I like that a lot.
Yeah,
Bravo.
thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, you wanna call that a hangout, or you wanna keep going?
Yeah, I think we did good.
I'm sorry if we didn't get to your critiques. There's so many to look at. But thank you so much for joining us, and sorry if we didn't get to answer your questions again. But I do hope it helped, and I want to thank my special guests, Jet, Ricardo, and Bob Meatbag. Thank you for joining.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for the prompts and
Thank
all your
you for
kick-ass
having me.
work.
Oh, make sure to plug your site, Bob.
Let's plug everybody's thing. Let's plug them up.
Let them know. Let them know where to go.
All right. And we gotta let you people. Okay, so if you are following Jet, but you haven't been following him for the last week or so, you might not be aware that he has a new channel.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I'll put all the links to everybody's channels in the in the description box, so you can get it there and
Yeah, just
and
I'll let them know what's
Ricardo,
going on, basically.
I don't have it.
I can just put your DeviantArt though, right?
Okay.
Yeah, you guys, for my channel, basically, I had to shut down my old channel. If you guys want to see my old stuff, definitely, you guys go check it out. It's just JettyJet show, but the new channel is kind of empty still, but everything will be transferred to that channel. So
what is the link for it? Because I go for the JettyJet show and I don't. It just says it's not available.
Yeah, you just type in the JettyJet show on YouTube. But here's the link.
Oh, okay.
The JettyJet show.
Okay.
And shoot. Show. So the old one, if you want to see the old stuff, all my videos are there. But eventually, that channel is gonna be taken down. So, please do subscribe to my new one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you get the link ready because I don't see it.
Okay.
I will.
Yeah, thank you. And Bob Meatbag's channel.
Here's Bob Meatbag's channel, and it's real cool. He does pictures, and some of them are sexy, and some of them are not.
And if you are new to my channel, don't watch Humpty Dumpty. I've been told that it's not good for people.
And that's just youtube.com/bobmeatbag. And here's a fabulous channel, youtube.com/UCNZDNJ4JNOBEVNH53DIEI.
I'm gonna change that address. That's my new channel. But oh, and also for the updates to my stream, you guys, just go to my Facebook art page, the art of JettyJet. There's some work I did here for our drawing sessions, and thanks to Sycra. It was all thanks to Sycra and Bob Meatbag and Ricardo for having me. If I didn't have them, I wouldn't be drawing this stuff. Like, I feel like my work has improved so much just by releasing myself. Yeah.
Hey man, you push us all to be better.
This is how I was feeling before becoming a part of their guys'. Thank you. Now I'm a little more like.
He was feeling like a woman.
So, thanks you guys really for having this.
And thanks from my part for having me. It was a real honor to be here with you guys.
Oh, Ricardo.
You don't even know.
Ricardo, you are very good at finding all the pictures to look at. You found a good one.
You did good, man. You did good.
It was a pleasure to have you.
Yeah, so.
Alright.
That's it, everyone. Thanks so much.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
I gotta go.